Alright. Alright, let's make it. Get out of here.
Vital signs critical.
You need to reload fast.
Active turrets detected. Generator located
Go.
nearby.
Generator up out of here. These generators up out of here quick, baby.
Turret disabled.
Another one over here.
Additional turret still online.
Yep.
Hostile defenses disabled.
Yeah, you can't stay out of cover long, or else you're gonna take that crazy damage. And especially since the cleaners, they set you on fire way faster now. Oh, you thought you had me, didn't you? You thought you had Ooh-wee, they try to take a boy out. Oh yeah, look at that beam. FAMAS, oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't, yo, that was crazy. There he is. Oh. One thing I love about the Scorpio, you can just like handicap these jungles. No, you won't. Miss me. I swear armor kits just don't be enough nowadays. Okay, the server's restarting in 18 minutes. So let me try to make this as quick as possible because I'm fresh off getting my 800 masks and I had to make a build based on this new named Huntsman AR. First of all, it's a FAMAS and this is one of the best AR types. Fan favorite from Division 1 and the talent is called Perfect Frenzy. If you want to see a guide, a quick guide, only 8 minutes on how to get all the 100 masks, the link will be in the description. You can check that out. And this is the only way you're able to get this. And why this is special is because Frenzy is only available on LMGs. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't really want to use it as much, because LMGs all have these large magazines. And of course, it'll shred, right? If you have 3% rate of fire and 3% weapon damage for the amount of magazine capacity. It hits hard, but it takes forever to run out of LMG ammo, which is why this being on the AR is perfect. So you get about 18% rate of fire and 18% weapon damage just for reloading from empty based on the amount of ammo this has in the magazine. Perfect Frenzy. For every 8 bullets in the magazine capacity, gain 3% rate of fire and 3% weapon damage for 9 seconds when reloading from empty. Now, I tried so many different ways to run this and it just did not feel strong enough, especially since the developers really buffed Heroic and I kept dying. You can't take as much damage as you used to be able to. They will just shred you, and also you catch fire a lot faster with the cleaners. With the purple flame, it's just broken. So you have to find a build that's going to help you with survivability, damage, and just efficiency overall. And I'm telling you, this build is crazy. I tried Umbra, didn't work for me with the Nimble holster. I tried a DPS build, and that's the thing. These DPS builds only are not really helping me, so I have to resort to my hybrid builds in order to really hone in, okay? Now, I'm using the Scorpio for the two-piece, and this has targets out of cover damage and damage to armor. Basically, you get status effect bonuses just for shooting, poison, disorient, shock, and then at 9 stacks, the target takes additional 20% damage from all sources. A Scorpio with hollow point ammo is insane. You're not really going to worry about the pistol, but check this build out, okay? With this, I'm using the Ninja Bike backpack so that I can basically get 5 skill tiers and 5 weapon cores at the same time. You got 1 here, 2. The Ninja Bike gives you 1, so that's 3. And then you got 4, and then almost a weapon core, right? Because it gives you 10% weapon damage for the Pucaro's holster for its named attribute. And then you get 1 skill tier here, another skill tier here for the 2-piece, and then 1 skill tier here. And then you have another one for using technician specialization. And I don't even think I have shotgun damage rolled on here for the specialization, and it still hits like a truck. But I'm using ongoing directive, and what this does, it gives you 15% status effects and then 30% reload speed. This is amazing when it comes to this kind of weapon, because when you reload from empty is when you get the bonus. So you want to reload as fast as possible. But the bread and butter of this build is what the 4-piece gives you. Rules of engagement. Shooting a status affected enemy will apply a mark. Killing a marked enemy grants full clip of hollow point ammo for your active weapon and a half a clip of the agent's active weapon to the rest of the party. And the mark lasts for 10 seconds, so you have plenty of time to retain this bonus. Here's what hollow point ammo does. It amplifies your weapon damage by 20% and applies bleed on hit. Not only that, if you're wearing a chest piece, it has parabellum rounds, which increase the hollow point ammo weapon damage amplification to 50%. So that's an extra 30% added on. This doesn't apply to the team though. That's why you saw them getting shredded. Okay, and this is without frenzy. So if you add frenzy on there, you just see what it does, right? And that's not all, because the skills that I'm using cater to this as well. And this is why this build is so beautiful, right? Because I was trying to figure out a way to get status effects so that I could activate parabellum rounds. Ideally, you need a skill that has a status like a fire sticky bomb or something else, right? But I needed survivability in order to sustain, right? And this is why I'm using all these skill tiers, because I'm also using smart cover, right? And smart cover doesn't work unless you have skill tiers. It's not going to give you the bonuses that you need, right? Because with 5 skill tiers, I'm getting 21% targets out of cover damage, 65% weapon handling. Up here, I'm getting 38% targets out of cover damage and 80% weapon handling. So, you know, it's going to give you the maximum bonuses when you have skill tiers using the smart cover. And I'm not really a fan of just being out of cover on heroic. You're going to get shredded, right? So I'm using smart cover, the precision smart cover, so that I can get damage increase, but I have to sustain with the restorer hive, which is also going to heal me since I have these skill tiers. So I don't need to use a skill that allows me to get a status effect in order to activate parabellum rounds, because I'm using the Scorpio. In the Scorpio, all it takes is 1 shot, and then a status will be applied to them. Then swap to the Huntsman, you got parabellum rounds here. And once you have this ammo, it's pretty much forever, because you could go ahead and afflict somebody else and then get more hollow point ammo. On top of that, hollow point ammo does not apply to your regular magazine capacity, so you'll never run out of ammo. Hollow point ammo is its own ammo type, and it doesn't take from your reserves. This build is crazy, right? And then for the other high-end piece, I'm using the Contractor's gloves. This gives me damage to armor. This stacks with the Scorpio's damage to armor, and I don't know, man. I just feel like this build is perfect for the Huntsman, for damage, for survivability. If you play with a team, it's great for support. It's just a great build all around. Now, of course, you can use a DPS build with this. You can use Striker, you can use Umbra, whatever you want. But I figure this was best for me. This was the only time that I used the Huntsman. Like I said, I was dying a lot. This was the only time I used the Huntsman and felt comfortable and powerful at the same time. And when I feel that way about a build, it's time to release it to the public. I know my voice is a little scratchy, but it's late. I've been really trying different combinations, and I'm glad I finally got what I want for this build. Let me show you the stats. Not that much crit, not that much crit damage, But that's okay because you got that raw weapon damage with the hollow points and the bleed with the status. And then this crazy reload speed bonus is 45%. So yeah, man, if you want to swap out smart cover and use like the fortified one and get that crazy bonus armor, you can. Explosive resistance, that's an option too. But with this, I want to get as much damage as I can while maintaining survivability. I think that's the best way for now. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this build. Tell me what builds you've made with the Huntsman so far. I mean, have you even got the Huntsman? If you haven't, like I said, check this video out right here. Other than that, that'll do it for this video. I appreciate you stopping by and listening to me until the end. And if this video helped you out in any way, don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Be right out.